uproar, yeah. Was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA, you tryna yes on, yes on, yes on, yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't gon' say less.
Sheesh, what you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind, I popped. Sheesh, I swear this lock shot got me stuttering. Girl, you not fall in love again. Sheesh, get it, my favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet, who got some grapes? I'm trying to. I'm off both of these. Get it, not complicated. No conversation. Get it, not complicated. No conversation. Please say less. Please say less. Please say less.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Vikings going up against the Browns.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. Flush to his right, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. Cook. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Forced out to his left. Finding room inside the 40. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They run again on first down. Cook. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Second down, Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. On play action, Cousins. Sliding out of the pocket. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The rookie first-rounder David Njoku with it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Coleman, the man in motion left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come later tonight. It's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Running for it. Here's Cook. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And a great spot to start this drive from here. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here we go now. On now, look at 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, they're trying to throw the deep ball against a Pro Bowl corner of a year ago. I'm not real good at this stuff, but it seems to me that would lessen the odds of completing it, wouldn't it?
Might want to go to the other side of the field, although that's not any cakewalk either, but I'm with you. Bad guy to target there on the deep ball. The offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep, and he is knocked down from the side. And out now come the Vikings. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
To throw, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that boy, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Play action now. Cousins. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Ryan Quigley, 5th-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now the Browns coming out on the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Sherrills to return it. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
A first down throw for Cousins. Buying time to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And some space here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
It's Cousins on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now Forbath for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he's got room. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. 2nd down following the run. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep here for Landry. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On third down, Johnson, and he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. He's got his tight end in Njoku. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
He'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ben Gideon in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Again, it's Cook, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here comes the D swarming to the line. First down. Here's Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray is a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a give. This is Murray. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll try to throw now. Cousins finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. On third down, Cousins being chased out left. Able to fight through one tackle. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And Forbath will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he'll have to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, churning the legs a little bit, and gaining what he needed for a first down?
Well, that's the deal. On third down, these guys, they know where the sticks are. He obviously knew right there.
And if you want to be a dependable third down receiver, you've got to be willing to absorb those types of hits and make those sort of plays.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eric Kendricks in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll right. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And here we go on 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. On the toss, here's Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They'll drop the throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Following the penalty, it's Murray. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You got to have the football back for your offense.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Second down, Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Murray. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go with Murray again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Defense showing blitz. That was second down run for Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. It's Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Forbath will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This will be taken about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He's back to throw. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled out a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
And tough starting field position here. And now Cousins choosing to back away from the line and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And not great starting field position here for the offense. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for